Using a sheep's heart. Parts of a sheep's heart and parts of a human heart are very close to one another, with the main difference being size. Everybody make a fist, take the other hand, wrap it around the fist. That's the size of your heart. Okay? Now look at me, I'll show you kind of where your heart sits. Your heart sits in the middle of your body, with one exception. And that one exception is instead of your heart sitting straight up and down like this, instead of your heart sitting straight up and down like this, your heart is actually tilted with the largest part of your heart on the left side of your chest, which is why you feel the strongest part of your heartbeat on the left side of your chest. Can anybody tell me which heart's made up of? Okay, very good. Your heart is loaded with arteries and veins. But if I came over here, what's your name, man? If I came over here to Terrell, opened up Terrell's chest, and pulled his heart out. I'm just saying, Terrell, we're not really going to do it. But if we did, what would Terrell's heart be made up of? Is it made up of bones? Is it made up of skin?
Mushy tissue, muscle.
Muscle. Okay, very good. So the heart's made up of muscle. But the heart's made up of a different kind of muscle. It's made up of what we call cardiac muscle. The word cardiac simply means heart. So the heart's made up of heart muscle. You might say, why is that important? Here's why it's important. Think about a tennis ball. If I gave you a tennis ball, put it in your hand and ask you to squeeze it like your heart beats. Lumped up, lumped up, lumped up, lumped up. How long can you squeeze it before your hand stops? Or say you're really strong, you can squeeze it for an hour. Maybe you can squeeze it for 2 hours in a row. But eventually, you're going to get tired, right? Believe it or not, your heart beats with the same amount of force as it takes to squeeze a tennis ball. But your heart doesn't say, time out, I'm tired, let me take a quick break. Because your heart's made up of cardiac muscle, meaning your heart couldn't come over here, it doesn't have enough strength to pick up a table. That's not the kind of strength your heart has. But cardiac muscle will allow your muscles to work for a really long time without getting as tired. So if you want to know the technical side of it, it's because cardiac muscle has more mitochondria per cell. If you think about a cell as a city, then City Hall is the nucleus of the cell. The mitochondria is like the power plant. That's what gives the cell its energy. Okay? So more energy per cell in a cardiac muscle. All right, now we're going to take a look at a sheep's heart. While we're doing that, I'd like you to each get a pair of goggles. Colorful goggles are a tad bit smaller. The clear ones are a tad bit bigger. The clear ones will actually fit over your glasses. If you need a pair of clear ones, let me know. I got more goggles here. Okay, this is a real sheep's heart. Now, main difference between the sheep's heart and our heart is size. Okay? A sheep's heart, this is the size of a sheep's heart. Your heart is the size of your fist with your hand right around.
It's a big black trash can.
Then everything you see in brown, that's muscle. Okay? Put your goggles on from there. Right? Everything you see in brown is muscle. Everything you see in yellow is fat. So let's take a survey by a show of hands. On a heart, a human heart, not a sheep's heart, raise your hands if you think we should find fat on a human heart, not a sheep's heart. 1 more, so okay. 2, okay. 3, 4. All right, hands down. How many of y'all think we should not find fat on a human heart? Right, you guys? So you actually should find a small amount of fat on a human heart. The fat helps to protect what we call the coronary blood vessels. Now let me show you coronaries. These are the coronary blood vessels. These blood vessels that you see on the heart itself. How many of y'all have heard about people having a heart attack? You ever heard about a person having a heart attack? When a person has a heart attack, it means that one of these blood vessels has become blocked. The reason they call them coronary, the word coronary means related to the crown. They call them the coronaries because they say if you take the heart, turn it upside down, it looks like they form a crown over the heart, hence the name, the coronary blood vessels. Do the same thing, right? You're going to start there, and you're going to connect the dots. And you're going to follow these dotted lines all the way to there. So you're going to put your bottom edge of your scissors in there. Okay, let's hold your scissors properly.
Cut it.
There we go.
Cut it in.
Bottom edge all the way in, okay? And then you're gonna cut, you're gonna follow those dots right down in there. For you guys, you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna start right here.
Creeping on.
Put the bottom edge of scissors in right there. Excellent, yeah, you're just gonna follow that all the way to the end.
It's a goat's heart. What's that? They're dissecting the goat's heart. Being some surgeons at the moment.
Maybe they want to see
You guys following the line? Let me get inside there.
Keep talking about hair. Now here's a catch. If you watch me, of those 4 valves, 2 of them close at almost the exact same time. They don't make any sound when they open, but when they close, they sound like, because the 2 close at almost the exact same time. Once again, no sound when they open, but when those 2 close, they sound like, see, a heartbeat becomes 4 valves, 2 slamming shut at almost the exact same time, the other 2 slamming shut at almost the exact same time. Now, I want to show you what makes that sound, because when you see it, it's going to be pretty amazing. It's actually just a small piece of skin. The one I'm going to show you now is called the tricuspid valve. Everybody say tricuspid. Tricuspid. Now, here's my question to you. How many pieces is the tricuspid valve made up of?
You said try.
Three. Just like a tricycle has 3 wheels, a triangle has 3 sides and 3 angles. Okay? Now I want to show you the tricuspid valve. See this little flap right here?
It must be this.
That's this. This is the tricuspid valve. And here you go. Yes, Mr. Heart Surgeon. What you want to say? You can't be a heart surgeon.
If I be a heart surgeon, he gonna die.
That's the
Yeah,
tricuspid.
he will.
Flap that you see right there. Okay, when we talk about the tricuspid
Yeah, I be
valve,
laughing when I gotta do heart surgery on YouTube.
here's 1.
Now I'm be playing the NFL by now.
Maybe y'all should doctor each other.
3 pieces.
Hey, I'm going to the CFL.
So this little small piece of tissue that I'm showing you, this little piece of skin, is what makes your heart beat. Okay, for y'all, you see your tricuspid valve is still intact. Put my finger, it's gonna come out the tricuspid. There it is, right there. So if we were to count those 3 pieces, there's 1 right here. That's 1 cusp or flap. Okay, so now, young lady, will you put your finger right there and hold it side down for me? Okay, so there's 1 cusp. There's the 2nd. There's the 3rd cusp of the tricuspid valve. The word cusp, the part of the word cusp means flap. In science, ID acts just like ED in English. So by saying the tricuspid valve, you're literally saying a 3-flap valve. So what would the bicuspid valve then be? 2. Very good. It'd be a 2-flap valve.